Here's 2nd and 9. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up at the 30. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one caught by Mechie. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. John Mechie was the intended target, and now it's 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Broncos are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Browns offense ready now for their 2nd drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He completes this one to Mechie. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at... They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, running right. And they'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Mechie, the man in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos are out to a 10-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the... It's a touchback. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that's going to work out just fine. Good kick, well covered, touchdown at the 5. The Broncos offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Man. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. We'll move the chains up past the 20. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end, Dulcich. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Denver 1st down. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, faking the give. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. And the Browns will take over at their own 14-yard line. 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Slot man in motion right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll take a shot with Mims. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. In that one, 24-10 at halftime. Michael Pratt, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Elijah Moore, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Bengals get back above 500 as they move to 3-2 with the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Now return coming from the 7. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Throwing now from the gun. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Here's a run going left. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. First down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now a give up the middle. And he will have a Broncos first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Broncos move further out in front. It is now 17-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum. A big hole. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's 3rd and 7. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Denver first down. Handoff here, up the middle, and just a short pickup there to the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. They'll look to throw. He runs with it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Browns are back within 2 scores. Carty back out following the made field goal. He'll kick this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his second touchdown of the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
This drive will start on the ground. Good recovery after the penalty. He's back within a couple of yards of that first down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. Back to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Broncos. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Makes the score Broncos 38, Browns 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They motion the slot man left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Mims sent in motion here. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. He'll look to throw. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Broncos tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. And they're going to work this down in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's not going to get away. They track him down.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15 at the 47-yard line.
He'll check this down to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Slot man in motion left. That one taken in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Browns. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. That one underthrown and intercepted. And the Browns will take over possession here at the 44. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The ball's out. And one of the Browns is in there, and yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the Get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction. Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The final act now of this football game, the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns are able to cut into the deficit. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that,